Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie or Cakes and we are finally back with another Shop My Stash episode. Today we're tackling blue and I'm going to show you the purse that I'm trying to match to today. But for now, let's pick what am I going to use today. I'll show you some of the new products that I've actually been into and yeah, let's get started. Okay, I think I picked everything that I need, so we can go ahead and get started. Okay, we are back at my tiny vanity. I feel like it's been forever, and I have been putting on makeup outside of making videos, but not really. My skin tends to like break out and be super dry during times of transition, and the weather has been really crazy recently, so I've been breaking out, and when I break out I don't want to put on makeup, so I've just been kind of neglecting. Okay, just a little bit. At the end I will show you the wallet that I've tried to match to, and we'll see if I did a good job. I also ended up pulling a ton of palettes because I realized I actually have a lot of blue shades and they're not necessarily in a palette that's only blue colors. So I was like, oh crap. Are we gonna go through all of them? Yes we are. I may cut it just to save time on the video, but I think it would also be fun just for you guys to see some of the blue shades that I'm working with. I'm slowly but surely decluttering even more. I did get some new makeup even though I really hadn't planned on it, but I finally got some cosmetic brushes to try out, so we do have that video coming soon. I'm very excited for the palette that I picked. And then I have seen some things that sort of piqued my interest, but then it's like, I have so much makeup already. I have so many palettes especially, and palettes is where my interest is. It's not necessarily the newest foundation. I don't really care. Granted, there's a couple foundations that I've seen and I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. And I've seen more brands coming out with cushion foundations that are in my skin tone, and I'm like, we might have to do like a compare. I might have to get a couple of them so we can compare the shades, because I love cushion foundations. Oh my goodness, they're like some of my absolute favorites. So I just put on my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I now only have the mini. When I tell you every time I put on makeup, this is what I use. I do want to get into some different primers just to see. I kind of miss primers that feel just like moisturizers. But yeah, that's all I've got right now is that and the putty. I don't really like the putty. I think the formula is just kind of old. One new foundation that I did get is actually the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glow Tint. It is in the shade 420. For some reason, the shade above it seemed really red, and the shade below it was just too dark for me. So I was like, this should work. It still looks quite reddish orange a little in undertone. Let me zoom you guys in. So like, it's not my absolute favorite, but it just feels really good on the skin. And I do like that it comes with a pump. Kind of warm it up on the back of my hand. Like, am I crazy in thinking that's actually quite a bit orange? Just a little bit? It's also definitely not a match. I feel like it does look a little bit better on camera, but it's not a match. Or maybe I'm crazy and it is a match and I'm just colorblind. Who knows? One more pump. Damn. It's so glowy. That's one thing that really drew me to it, is that I really did like how much it glows. Like, if you don't plan on getting in the water and you wear this to the pool, you will be glistening, glowing, glossed up. Yeah, it's really pretty. I just feel like it's like maybe one shade just a little darker than I thought it was going to be. And I can't remember if it oxidizes because I've only worn it a couple times. But we'll see. We'll see. This is what it's looking like. Going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. The one in the same, it's almost empty. I do have other concealers that I will also start to go through before I decide to pick up a new one. This is still one of my favorites. It's a thickie. And I'm going in with the same brush. Yeah, I feel like once I put on concealer, it's not as noticeable, but I definitely don't think it's a perfect shade match at all. But that's okay. I'm still going to use it up. I do love the amount of glow that it gives my skin. I think it just, oh, it looks so good. Okay, I'm going to contour just a little bit. And I am going to go in with that same brush. I can't really tell if it's just being soaked in or if it's actually showing up. Okay, we did a little bit of contouring. I'm not really sure if the camera's even quite picking it up or if it just got absorbed into my foundation brush, which is soaking with concealer and foundation already, but that's okay. I'm going to move on to blush. Am I going to use the same brush? Listen, don't be like me. There are so many brushes that you could use for these products. You don't have to use the same brush like I do. Am I trying to minimize the amount of brushes that I have to wash? Yes. But yeah, don't be like me. Also, you don't need to use as many dots as I just put on my face. I wasn't paying attention. Just like to tap it in. I'm actually going to follow up with a powder blush right on top. This is an Old Faithful. It is from the brand, the Cream Shop. It is old. It's the Mon Cherie French Kiss powder blush that they no longer have, which makes me like really sad because it's actually quite nice. Very pigmented. I'm going to go in with a new brush, just this one, and I'm just going to go right on top. Especially up towards my temple. I'm still quite glossed up. That's okay with me. Moving right along. I'm gonna powder down just a little bit. This is a pink. It's my pink setting powder from Wet n Wild, the collab with Hello Kitty for the 50th anniversary. Not gonna bake or anything like that. I just want to powder down a little bit. Got my triangle puff. Okay, I only put it around my nose in the very inner corner of my eye. Moving on to my eyebrows. I just cut them today. I probably should have cut them yesterday, but I've been forgetting. Going in with my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. It's in like a dark brown. I do prefer black though. They definitely don't match. Oh, this always happens, and then I end up spending like 500 hours on them. That's close enough. I'm gonna have to be okay with that. Okay. We've basically done everything on just my face and my base. Oh, my eyebrows. Oh my god. This is from Joa Beauty. It's the Brow Down to Me Dual Brow Pencil and Gel. They did recently revamp their entire website and their products. So a lot of stuff is like in bundles right now. I believe they still kept this around. I think it's really, really good. I'm just going in with the gel side to try and darken things up a bit more. I don't know if I can say that did anything. I don't know if that helped or not, but let's go on to the palettes. There's a lot, so we're just going to kind of speed run. All right, Blueberry Muffin, BH Cosmetics. They got bought out by Revolution, and now they're doing like nothing with them. Anyways, this is blue themed. It's absolutely amazing. I really love this palette. I don't think I'll end up getting rid of it. I actually do quite like it. I don't think it has anything that I can really use. All right, moving right along. Rude Cosmetics, Attitude Academia. This doesn't have any like super bluish shades. I think it has more. I lied, it has the perfect shade. It has the perfect shade. This one right here. And the shimmer. Oh, wait, this is a contender. We're definitely going to use these. The matte is Midori, and then the shimmer is Haru. Yeah, you get to stay on the vanity. You get to stay. Moving right along, the Magical Girl Glimmer palette from YVA Expressions. It's all over TikTok. I got it before I started seeing it all over TikTok. I've been following that creator for a long time now. Absolutely love this. It is only glimmers. It's magical. This is actually a little no, I might be able to use that too. Hold on. But they are also duochrome, and that's like a blue to pink. No, I don't want that. Moving right along. All right, this is Little Ghost, Odin's Eye, and Angelica Nyquist. I think this has a blue in it. Oh, it does have some blues, but it's not what we're looking for. I'll show you. Actually, wait a minute. There I go again. I really do like this palette. This is actually very powdery blue. I think I want to use this shade as well. Next, Blue Velvet ColourPop. I have a video only dedicated to trying out this palette. I will link it up above, down below, somewhere. I'll remind myself to do that. It's just blues. It's absolutely lovely. I do really like this palette, and that it's just blue. It also doesn't have anything that I want to use. Great. Alrighty, this is from Kata Beauty. It's double-sided. It's called Wild Heart Free Spirit. One side is more purple, pink, and then the other side is just brown and like blue. So I'm going to show you the blue side. Like browns, blues, there's that yellow, very neutral, and then this is the pink and purple side that I've actually used quite a ton. But I will say their shimmers, some of them feel more gritty than others. Some of them feel quite nice, but I really hate glimmers. I do. Shimmer, cool, fine. Oh, even the putty, beautiful, great. But the actual gritty glitter is not my favorite formula. Next, moving on, Winx Club, Just Like Magic's. My partner surprised me with the entire collection when I was like, hey, can you just get me the palette and one of the lip glosses? The color doesn't even matter. I said, just pick a color. And I feel like he short-circuited, was like, because I don't know which one to get you, I'm gonna get you all of it. So I got all of it. I love all of it. It's great. It's a fun time. I do wish that they had given like a blush with this collection. Actually, they might have. No, I think they only did like highlighter sticks with the first drop, and then they didn't bring them back when they brought back the palette, so I don't have those. These have some really pretty blues. I do like it. It's very pretty. Actually, this Charmix shade, it looks bluer on camera, but it's actually a little bit greener. It's more minty. Will not be dipping into that. And I think this is now discounted on ColourPop website for like 18 bucks if you want to pick it up. We've got my massive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Profusion palette that also features movable slime. I love that. I don't think I'll be using this. I still want to show it. It is quite messy, but that just proves that I've used it. They've got some blues. The shimmers are probably the worst in this palette, but the mattes, besides maybe one shade, off the top of my memory, I also have a review for this palette if you'd like to see. I did like the palette in general, but I think like a couple shades were duds. That's fine. I do need to clean it though. It's quite dirty. All right, the very last palette is the original Odin's Eye Norn palette. I had to buy the second hand because they didn't bring it back, and then they did bring it back with the bigger square pans, and so I'm stuck with the circles. I'm not going to rebuy it. They do have some blue shimmer down at the bottom. That's actually very, very pretty. Wait a minute. This is in Charming. I actually think it's a duo chrome. Yeah, I think it actually goes from blue to purple. Oh, that's really pretty. I can't use it because it's duochrome, but it is beautiful. And I just want everyone to know that. Okay, so it came down to it. We're just going to dip into the Rude palette and this Odin's Eye palette with Angelica. We're actually going to start with the Rude palette. Now that I'm thinking about what the wallet looks like, this is also a bit too green. No! Never mind. I take it back. We're going to go into the little Coast palette. Okay, now we can start the eyes. My camera was overheating. I'm going to go in with my Pro Conceal in the shade Fairest as my eye primer. I do have a couple other eye primers that I'm slowly working through, but this one is still my favorite, and especially for the shade of blue that we're going to be using, I need it to show up as much as possible. Okay, we blended that out a little bit, and then let's get started. I actually traded out a palette. We're going to be using my Odin's Eye and Alva 2 palette. It's super cute, super more like on the pastel side. It's really pretty. We're actually going to be using this blue right here. It's so vibrant. Oh my goodness. And I'm just going to be using this dual-sided ABH for this packing brush. I'm going to have to work quickly. I'm going to be tilting my head, so less likely to get fallout on my face. It's so blue. Oh my goodness. And then I'm actually going to try to blend in the powdery blue that's in this Odin's Eye palette. This shade right here. And because they're both very light, you may not be able to pick, you may not be able to see it on camera. That's okay. Hopefully in the photos it'll still look good. Okay, this is what we're looking like. And then I think I'm just going to go in with the super powdery blue shimmer just all over the rest of the lid. We're just going to use this itty bitty brush. I take it back. I'll just use my finger. Like, the shimmer feels more like a putty, but it's not really coming off of my fingers, which is what I don't like. Yeah, it just kind of clung to my fingers, which I really don't like that. And then it also started peeling away at the mat. Oh. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Oh wow. I feel like with the blush, I may have done too much. And then I was gonna go in with a black eyeliner, but I actually kind of want to do brown instead. I'm gonna try this e.l.f. Eyeliner. It's just in brown. Okay, there's one. I'm kind of feeling like Maxine, not gonna lie. Where I'm debating on if I want to put on lashes. I did bring some over. Yeah, I brought over some Kiss Naked Lash Couture, whatever. I don't really wear lashes anymore, even though I have an entire lash book. But I'm like, are these new? These are new. Let me grab a different pair. Here's my little book. I've actually thrown out quite a couple pairs that were just like really old. This is all that I have left. And I don't think I want anything crazy because I still want the blue to stand out. So I think I'm just going to go something like these. I think I'll try those because they're not as like flashy. You know? Don't judge me. It's been a very, very long time since I've put on some lashes. So this might be struggle. Interesting, interesting. Oh, that was actually quite a big struggle. I don't know how that worked as well as it did. I can tell one is trying to fall off though. And then I'm just going to put on a little bit of mascara using Rare Beauty. This is actually the last time because it's quite empty. Just to try and blend them in. I'm gonna fix this off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to take those lashes off. I'm just so out of practice and it was like digging into my water. It was a lot. It was a little painful and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to relearn off camera, and then the next time when we tackle the color indigo, because I am including it, I will try to put on lashes next time. But I did go over my lashes with the Rare Beauty and with my e.l.f. I believe this is the Big Mood mascara. I really like this one. I hate that it's quite large, but it gets the job done. And just with whatever's left over on my brush, I'm just going to go over my waterline a little bit. Not my waterline, my under eye. Just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. And then we're going to move on to highlighter. I'm, of course, using my Kaleido Space Age in the shade Moon Cruiser. This is like the OG Moon Cruiser. I don't know if when they repackaged everything, there we go. I don't know if when they repackaged everything, if they also changed the color of this one. This is just the OG when it first launched. Going in with just the opposite end of this double-sided brush. Okay, this is kind of what we're working with. Okay, now we're just going to quickly do a lippy. Going in with my e.l.f. lip liner in Dark Cocoa. This is from the Cream Shop. It is one of their velvet lipsticks in the shade Cozy. I'm actually almost done with it. I didn't realize that I used this as much as I did. And it's just a very basic nude. And then I'm gonna go on top of that with a gloss. Where did you go? My desk is super messy. Oh my gosh, where did it go? There it is. I'm just gonna go right on top of my Joa Glassify. This is in Milky Way. I don't know if they still have this on the website. It's super glossy and I really like that about it. Okay, this is what we're working with. I am gonna go find something blue and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is the outfit that we're going with. I don't really have the proper shade of blue to match, but I do have other shades of blue, and all of this was to match this amazing wallet that's full of water Pokemon that my partner also got me for Valentine's Day. That's why I went with the very, very bright, well, basically 2 shades of super bright blue, because they do match the wallet quite well. Nude lip, because I didn't want to do anything too crazy, and then of course I always put on a ton of blush. I am glowing, oh my god. But this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked our journey, us getting there. I feel like I was a bit more rambly than usual. Let me know if you don't like that, if you do like that. Either way, I had a lot of fun just working with blue shades that I typically don't lean towards. I'm more of like a deeper shade of blue kind of gal, especially when I'm doing a monochromatic look. But either way, here's our end result. Bye! Remember to hydrate, everybody!